Through on this one.
All right.
I mean, hey, okay, so we're
going right.
Thank you and welcome back to the final segment of the show for today. We're talking to Dr. EKSanford from Tennessee State University, and the topic is the impact of mass communications on personal and human development. And Doctor, let's do in this last 8 or 10 minutes that we have here, give you an opportunity to give us some information that we might not have called for, but information that you think that we need at this particular time over the next 8 or 10 minutes.
Okay, as I stated at the outset, Dr. Gerard Linsky did his entire career looking at the development of human societies. So for the listening viewer, I would like us to try for a moment, a sentence or two, and say that we have advanced, and if you can just think from hunting and gathering societies to the agrarian, to a horticultural, to the beginning of an industrial society, to a high industrial society. And from that point, we moved all the way out into a telecommunication society, and then a service society, and now with this last movement that we're in right now is telecommunication, mass communication. And we can look at it at pre-industrial, post-industrial societies. We can look at it at this particular point in time in development of human society as postmodernism. We don't even know where we're going from this point on. I mean, we're at such a high level of telecommunication, and this is the type of society. So the question then becomes, as we have advanced from an earlier time period to now, how has that impacted us? So I want us to try to understand that as a listening audience. If you can just go back to an agricultural age, you can probably imagine very quickly that you may have had a husband and wife. Because they lived in agriculture, they may have had a lot of children in order to tend the crop, and everyone would have been very cohesive as far as the family institution is concerned. And as we moved into an industrial age, then people started to go into school, finishing school, got married later, had less children. Technology started to come in, you got married later, had less children. So you can see the impact of just human development from an earlier period to another period. So here we are now as we moved into a telecommunication society with the advancement of technology and everything. It does really impact how we act and behave on a daily basis. Sometimes it's cognitive development that we've talked about early on the show. It is taking away our opportunity to want to just to sit down and to learn for the sake of learning. Why? Because you can use your computer to access the information so quickly.
It's already there.
It's already there. Now, those are some positive things. I don't want the viewing audience to think that I'm suggesting that technology is not great. I mean, it has helped us advance in science. It's saved lives. We can intelligence is such a high level. So there are many positive things that we can think about. But in sociology, we talk about cultural lag. That means that we have a tendency within this so rapidly developing society, technologically speaking, that we're living in, that we are lagging behind some of the rules and regulations and etiquette that may go along with the technological advance.
That's why you call it cultural lag?
Cultural lag. We are lagging behind that. Now, one good example that can get at it is, like, there weren't any laws about driving while talking on the cell phone or driving while texting. So legislatures, the institution of the law, then had to give some thought to that problem. You had an increased amount of people on the highway being distracted and having accidents. So as a result of that, legislature had to come in and implement some laws. So that's just to show us that it's impacted our behaviors in such a negative way. Now, on the other side of that, when we think about deviant behavior going against the rules and regulations of society, how has Facebook, how has technology influenced certain people throughout the world, and even presently, that's come from a very small environment with a good family living, good schools, good churches, but they are surfing